What's going on, everybody? Stock Jock here, up $5,270 in the first hour of trading today. Finished up the day $25,047. Massive day, and this is really good for my morale because the last 2 weeks, as I talked about yesterday's video, have been subpar. But feels like at least the past few days, markets have been, or stocks have been moving with a little bit of momentum behind them. They've had news, they've been moving a little bit better. It's good to see because it was pretty tough. So anyway, massive day, good morning. Although the morning was tough. I was up, I had some swing trades that I sold that I did well on. Then I had some trades that I went red on, then went green, then I went red, or break even. And then finally one trade kind of put me back over 5,000 bucks on the morning. So that's where it ended. And then from there on, the rest of the day was just basically Tesla and Nvidia. That was basically it, and some news plays here and there. So if you'd like to watch me trade live, 100% all my trades live, the link for that Twitch stream is down below. I stream the whole day. While the market is open, we are trading. It's a great community of people. We're constantly growing. We're constantly adding more people to our family. Come on, hang out. If you're new, it's a great place for you to learn. We day trade mostly. We do some swing trades if there's some catalyst coming up or whatever. Mostly day trading, and if you're interested in that and want to come check it out, ask questions, that's what we're here for. That's what we created this for. So if you're like, feel like you're going to be embarrassed asking some stupid question, no such thing. Come on in. It's 100% free. Come, educate yourself. It's our way of giving back to the community. Also, we have a Discord. Link for that is down below. All right, let's get into the trades. All right, so let's get into the trades. As I said before, it was all over the place, and it started off hot. I had two swing trades that I closed. One was DGLY, and the other one was SWBI. I closed those out. Those netted me about $900. So this is me starting to lose that $900. So this first trade was a news play. This is INVO. I got in. I can't even remember what the headline is. I got in 4,000 shares. At 407 and 409, 2,000 each, and then it just stopped doing. Just didn't go anywhere. Came right back down. Like, okay, time to exit 404 and 403. So first trade, nice loss. INVO headline. Pop and drop. All right. So this next trade is Tesla, but there's a lot going on here than just, hey, Tesla's moving. There's a reason why I was moving. On the daily, it starts here on the daily chart. The daily chart had a nice setup. Rejecting this area, second rejection of this area, third rejecting of this area, and yesterday it closed at that spot. And today it gapped up over it and just ran. So we've been watching this for quite some time. We finally got that break. Today it just took off. Pop, pull back, candle over candle, pop, pull back, candle over candle, entry. This is where I entered. Now, Tesla has been extremely choppy for the past 3 weeks. During this phase, there has not been a time, though, it has been easy to trade Tesla. So when I took this first trade on it, it didn't go immediately like this one did, right? This pop, pull back, candle over candle entry, going for high of the run, got it, take your profit. This one goes candle over candle and just kind of something like that, right? When I see that, I'm out. I'm keeping it tight because Tesla, I'm playing with options here. You know, I can go down $1,000, $2,000 in the blink of an eye if this thing starts reversing on me. So I cut it loose pretty quickly. I did get profit. I went 20 contracts at 17.97, 20 contracts at 17.94, and exited at 18.12 and 18.05. So a profit, but it hadn't proven itself yet today. As you can kind of see, it got a little choppy here before it really started to open up. But yeah, That's why you'll see me take the profit pretty quickly here. Even though it looks like right now, just hindsight, it worked out perfectly, but it didn't go fast enough. So if it didn't move like I thought it was going to move, cut it loose, move on, even though it was profitable. If it does end up going and sets up again, you can take that second or third setup, whatever. But for me, in this moment, it didn't go fast enough. And seeing as Tesla had been pretty much choppy, I just said, taking the profit, waiting for a better setup. 73. Let's see here. Didn't go. Oh. There's a tight scalp there. Oh, now it goes. Now you go. Now you go. So Nvidia is another stock that was on watch. Due to yesterday, they had an investor conference. This thing just went into orbit. A lot of good news coming out of the company. Going to all-time highs today. Just absolute monster move. So out of the gates here, red to green move. Finally got a pullback candle right here. And I played this candle over candle. And shockingly enough, it didn't work. And I got a bad entry. I was too slow to click buy. And I want to enter around 619.89, and I entered in when it was basically through 620 and into this area here. I bought options, played options, and it just went whoop, and came right back down. And that is not the move I'm looking for. When it just felt even heavier, I ended up just shutting it down. This was a loser. This is how I went from green on the day to red on the day. So entered in 1144, 1135, 20 contracts each. Sold them at 1092, 1093. So nice loss. So this would be 1930. I think. No, 1984. Oh my gosh. Got a horrible fill. $19.20 is very difficult, huh? Yeah. No, that's no bueno. So, got a really bad entry. Not a bad fill. It's probably more of a bad entry when I went for it. So this next play is another 1 minute play here. And I honestly don't know why I took this. Looking at this chart, I know that I probably shouldn't have taken this one. Just going off of how much the last pullback was. So here's our pop. Here's our pullback candle. Here's our candle over candle fail. And then this pullback goes below the last pullback area. And that's usually a sign for me to be like, don't take the next 1 minute play. Don't take it. But what did I do? I took it. So I took it. And I took it here. So I don't know why I took it here and not here. But because the move happened at the end of this mini candle. So what I'm looking for again is the break of this 620 level, the break of the high of the run, and get into all this space. Here I thought maybe the reason why I didn't go is because the Bollinger Band was in the way. Kind of just hit Bollinger Band and failed. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe if we pass the 620 psychological level, break the current high of the run, which is high day, then we'll get into this area. So I go long in this candle, and it just kind of goes, ugh. And then this one goes, yeah, and then all the way down. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm stuck. I went long inside this candle again. 40 contracts, half at 1076, half at 1084. This candle does nothing for me. I'll wait one more candle, again, drop down. And at this point, I've come up with my stop loss. It's going to be probably the candle under candle or the break of the 9 here, this red line, 9 EMA. Like, all right, if that breaks or candle under candle, more than likely I'm out. Because here I've gotten candle over candle over candle. It really didn't do anything. We broke high of the run. It didn't do anything. I just need to get out of this thing. And luckily, when I saw here we broke this high of the run and we started coming back down, I'm like, okay, I'm taking half off. I'm going to take half off now because I don't like what it's doing. And I did that. I got out at 1084. So +4 on that first lot there. So whatever, $80. And then it proceeds to finally clear this level a little bit more. And throughout here, I exited the rest. I exited 10 contracts at 1142, and then the other 10 at 1132. So got out nicely through here. On the rest of it, not a fun trader. Oh, come on. Why isn't my 5-minute chart working? Okay. Just had to talk dirty to it. Come on. EMA is squeezing this 620. This 620 is what's holding this level up. If I get clear past it, it'll move. But anytime it gets over it, it's sellers. They're like, oh, okay, I'll sell. Okay, I'll sell. Back down to 9. Here goes Tesla. Hold 20. Hold 20. There we go. What? Oh shit. Click the wrong button. Wouldn't that let me sell? Just the wrong button, so I didn't sell. It's good. I just had to sell half. That's all I had to do is sell half for like a base hit win. And then it would move more. Boom. Yes. Okay. Okay. So here, Tesla, this is the area that we're focusing on right here. Pushing a high a day here, pullback, candle over candle. I take the entry right there with calls. I got in at 1873, 20 contracts. And again, it doesn't rip up to the high of the run immediately. So I start exiting when I see that. I exit half at 1910 and the other half at 1919. So a nice win. Not bad win at all. The next trade was Tesla right after that. And that was through this candle. So I see this failed move here, pull back, and I believe I played either what this is turning into, and I didn't review this clip yet, so I could be wrong. But what this turned into, and I thought turned into, was going to be a W. and the break probably was going to be here. Now, I haven't watched the clip. It doesn't matter. I got in looking for that W to break. It does, but immediately sells off. So it's a false break on the W, which actually doesn't happen too often. Lucky me. So on this play, I entered in 1965, 1953, 20 contracts total. Luckily, I only took half size, not a full 40 contracts. Fails on me, and I exit 1901, 1907. So nice loss there. Well, I sold because this woman in Stokes is down. I didn't think it would pop all the way back up to high. Essex, I'm typing. $6.64. Oh no, don't come down. That's no bueno. Missed the Nvidia 1 minute play. So still looking for some sort of play here on Tesla. This is where we are here. And I'm like, okay, well, there's the high. We just failed here. Maybe if we, maybe it's a diagonal. We break this, break maybe a horizontal here. We'll go up to the high day. Whatever. So this one was frustrating. Looking back, it was so frustrating actually. So I'm looking at this candlestick right here. I just had this failed move. We broke this level and failed, didn't do anything. I'm thinking, okay, we break this level. Surely it goes. Surely maybe this is a diagonal. So I get long. As soon as this price gets right up here, as soon as I enter, boom, comes back down. And I am not happy. Not happy at all. And I'm like, okay, well, if I go candle under candle, which happened right here, I'm stopping out absolutely. When I start seeing that happen, become a reality, I end up selling. Actually, I sold in this candlestick, so I waited even a little longer, or maybe I exited. Maybe this happened at the end of this candlestick. That's probably what happened, but just did not work out. You can kind of see it did eventually work out, but in this moment in time, just didn't want it. And another loser. So I entered in at 1950, 1907, 20 contracts total, and exited 1810, 1815. So nice $2,000 loser here. How's that possible? It's a nice 5-minute building, but that should have gone, man. 2665. $26.65 now. It's a 5-minute play. That absolutely needs to go. GBTC and riot on a tweet by Citron. All right, so there's about 3 trades that I'm not going to go over. One of them was I accidentally clicked a buy on the wrong ticker. That cost me a cool $800. And a couple of other ones were 2 news plays that just didn't do anything. Just literally, it was break even. So I'm going to spare you all the extra minutes. This video is already going to be too long. Just not going to go over. But this Nvidia one is one that I'll go over because if it was significant. So let's see what the time frame was. 10:07. All right, right in here. This is where we're looking. Specifically this candle here, 10:07. So what we have here is a 5-minute pullback. Let's see. 10:07. So here's your pop, pullback, candle over candle, the 5 minutes. So we're looking for continuation. I see that. Okay, so we have continuation on the 5 minute. It didn't coincide with this trade, but nonetheless, what I saw here is we had a couple levels. We had high day. We had this little peak here where we failed to move back up. Price comes down to this 21, kind of double bottoms out, reverses, and starts heading back up here. And I see this as an opportunity. And now looking back, it's not really a 1 minute play. But anyway, I thought it was at the time. I thought this was a pop, pullback, and then I was going to get in at candle over candle. And what this would allow me to do is an early entry for a run at this peak. And I figured if this peak could break, we could make a run at high day. And that's kind of what exactly happened. Price breaks this level. I enter long. I take calls again. 1220 and 1204, 40 contracts total. We get the movement up. It comes up to this arrow level here. It is obvious resistance. It slows down. It takes a freaking second. And finally it breaks through on this candle. This candle moves up. I sell half at 1265. So about a 45-cent win on that one, $900. And then on the second half, I kind of let it play out a little bit. I close it through this movement here as we break high day, run into the Bollinger Bands. Like, okay, that's probably resistance before we get a pullback, which it was. And I sold the rest at 1327 and 1305. So a very nice win there. Thank goodness I needed it because at this point I was right on the day. One penny. One penny. Oh. Yes. Jeez. Right back up. That 25 is gone. Tesla, was that a W on the 5? Okay. So this trade is on Tesla. It's the exact same idea that we just played on Nvidia. here's high day up here. We had a false move here, so another lower high. We created another lower high. We get a little double bottom. Price comes back up, and I'm thinking, okay, as we're coming back up, when we start making higher highs again, maybe we break this one, which leads us to breaking this one, and if I'm lucky, we break high day. I almost got that. I enter in long here as we're breaking this. I take calls again. 1931, 1935, 20 contracts each. I get that move up here, and I'm like, okay, come on, break it, break it, break it. Boom. What does it do? Come right back down. So when I see that, I'm like, okay, I don't like that. It should have gone. It didn't. I'm not hanging around to see when it's going to go like it eventually did do. But taking my profit, if I had any, yeah, a very small winner here, 1942, so like 11 cents, 220 bucks, and 1941, so like 6-cent win on that one. So small win. Where are you going? $78.02. There you go. Get back up there. 70. Don't come down. The hell? Jeez. So close to breaking out. So this one I was caught. This one, okay, the reason why I took the trade is we kind of had, these couple levels here. This is kind of what I was looking at the time. And you won't hear it, but what happens is there's a call sweep on RBLX, and it actually had news later on the day, and I can't remember when I traded that. It might be in this video. I'm not sure. Anyway, the news was a partnership with Hasbro, and it sent this thing way up. Anyway, from here, I was like, okay, maybe there's something. I don't know. We got a high day break here. Didn't really go. It's kind of consolidating. Maybe it needs just a second kick in the butt to go. And then I hear call sweeps on RBLX. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is what it needed. So I enter in, when I hear that, I enter in at 77.35, the 1020 candle. So this candle right here. This candle right here is when I enter in. 77.35, 77.29, 2,000 shares each. I don't know why it shows 1,900, but it was 2,000 shares each. And it pops up, comes back down, pops up, comes back down. It was just wild. It's all over the place. So when I see that, I'm like, okay, I got to exit carefully here. I exit 2,000 shares at 77.47, so 12-cent, 13-cent win, the first lot. And then the next candle opens up here, and I start exiting with a limit order at 77.55. It got filled, and then I just won out the rest at 77.50. I got filled on that one. So it was a decent winner, but then it just kind of took off a little bit higher, and I missed out on that move. But whatever. And again, another win. Small, but gotta win. Activity on RBLX. April 85 calls. That's going down. Holy macanoli. Things all over the freaking place. Whatever. So there's a couple things going on this trade, and this one I knock out of the park. So first off is you had the bigger move going on here on Tesla. And you had pullback candle, pullback candle, pullback candle down the 90 MA here on the 5-minute chart, and we're going candle over candle. That's number one thing I'm looking for. That's at 727.30, we'll call it. So 727, close enough, right in there. That little peak right there. This is the area that we're playing in. So when I see that, I also see that we're kind of in a downtrend, right? And so we're going drop, bounce, candle under candle, drop further, lower low, bounce. And this is a candle under candle right here, and it only drops by 3 cents. And that's kind of telling me maybe that the downward move is over. And maybe I will take the next candle over candle as a reversal to get things going in the upward moment. Because if it does work and I go candle over candle, the first place that I'm going to break is that 5-minute candle over candle right there. And if that breaks, maybe I go and challenge this little peak right here where it failed before. And if that happens, maybe I go challenge double top here, which is close to high a day. And if that happens, maybe I break high a day, which is right there. There's all these dominoes that just could start falling over on each other. And that's exactly what happens, as you can see with price action here. So it all started with this little spark. I enter in on this 1-minute candle under candle fail. When I saw that fail, I was like, okay, next candle over candle, I'm going to go long, trying to see if we can start hitting these dominoes. Domino 1, 2, 3, 4. So I enter in, I go long. These are 720 calls. I get it in 1870, 1869, 40 contracts total. And I get the break, and I get the first break. 5-minute candle over candle. Good. Shoots straight up to this level. I'm like, okay, break it, break it, break it. Sure enough, breaks it. When do I exit? The 26 candle? Okay. So we get up to this level. We break this level. This is the double top level, right? Double top from earlier. We break that. And I'm like, okay, we're fighting the Bollinger Band. We broke this level. Maybe high day is going to be a low resistance. I'm up like $6 grand or so on this trade. I'm like, I got to take half off. I got to take half off. So I take half off. This is about a $1 win on 20 contracts, about $2,000 win. So, and then I start just scaling out. I just scale, scale, scale. We get into the 730 level. I'm like, okay, surely we're going to get a pullback. Surely we're going to pull back. I need to start selling. I need to lock in the profit. I sell another lot at 10 lot at 2050. I sold some more here, 5 contracts at 2070. And this one somehow went into orbit, but I managed to sell before then. I sold at 2058. So very nice win on this one. I think that was that was the last trade of the morning. That one got me up. What was it? What did I have written down? $5,270 at this point in the morning. Good trade. I'll roll the clip now. Again, if you want, please join us on Twitch, 9:30 Eastern to 4 o'clock p.m. We trade the whole day. Come join us. Link for that is down below, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, no, it expires this Friday, so maybe the soldiers will get behind, right? Start pumping it. Okay. 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 After this, hey. Okay. Can you break this one? Okay. Real strong. Few levels, the 729 level. Still in half. So that'd be stupid not to. Okay, 729, huge level here. High day. 14 cents from high day. How do we not go? Yeah, it's holding. So far, it's holding. Some more. There it goes. Come on. Push it. One minute play here. Potentially. I feel like it's going to go before that, though. Oh, maybe not. That Bollinger Band's kind of screwing with the price action. There it goes. Some sellers at 30, huh? All out. So now you can go past 30.
You smell?
First hour in the bag, 5,270 bucks.